Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. This is episode 38 of our playthrough of Hearts of Iron 3 as Germany, where we are crawling through the Soviet Union, not making an assload of progress here. I want to see what these guys are doing. I'm not making good progress on this at all. Let's keep the clock going, but it's like a river assault, and they may have some armor here, and it's better than it was, actually. All right, let's look at this. I don't know where this is. Let's look at that. This I can disregard for now. This I can disregard. That's right here. What do we got coming? We've got more units coming. Again, we keep getting hit with these like exposed guys. And I'm really just waiting for people to start arriving where they are supposed to be. A couple of days yet. Yeah, good luck with that. Alright, so we're moving. Let's see here. These three guys stop the clock. These three guys need to attack that. These guys are on cooldown, but I can move anyway. Tell me I've got some more meat coming here. I do. And that'll actually ought to be okay. These guys don't have anything going on, so we'll move them. No. Yeah, actually, we can do that. And none of these guys are doing anything. That's fantastic. Let's move these up here. That's part of the, sort of the, I guess the burden here of playing as Germany is you end up in situations where, frankly, you've got to really babysit this line, because otherwise, exactly this will happen, where you've got guys sitting around behind the line that aren't doing anything just because they got left behind by the main body of the force. Like this guy, for example. We'll push him up here where they could use the reinforcements. Alright, so we have got Olevsk. Hey, a Russian name I could sort of pronounce. Alright, these guys are doing a lot of resting. We took Riga. This is some podunk outside of Riga. Alright, so what do we got going on here now? We will... Let's see. Can we do that? We can. We can do that. We can do that. And that. And that. And I'm happy with that result. This guy's got no order, so we'll push him up here. No order. No order. Alright, that works. These guys are retreating, which is not at all cool, but I can deal with that, I think. Pull this guy out. Move these in here. In fact, we'll move these up here because we don't need them where they are. Move them there, and from there to there. That sounds good. Alright, we're getting hit here, wherever Zarasai is. We won this battle. Zarasai is where? Right here? Yeah, we've got, like, guys coming up here, right? Okay, good. These guys will arrive in Zarasai on 29 May, which is tomorrow. That should go okay. Japan, hold on a second. Let's see what's going on. Japan, of course, conquer on Nepal, which I don't really terribly care about. Alright, so this guy's arriving. Alright, I actually do want to move with these people. And now they're all on fucking cooldown. Shit. Alright, so that's fine. So let's go to this one and see what's going on here. Bird's Eye, which is here. Yep. Yeah, but I've got a bunch of support coming that way. That thing's crawling. Let's see what I can do here. Close air support guys with nothing to do. Ground attack. We have one. Supposedly, anyway. Alright, so look at these guys. Let's first of all take one of these guys and move him down here. Take another one of those guys and move him down there. This heavy panzer division, we're going to move up. Infantry up. Infantry up. And then we'll move one of these guys here. And where are we going with these? That's attacking. Alright, wait a second here. Move, move. No order. Alright, everybody's moving there. Keep the clock moving. Alright. Zarsai. Okay, where's that? Here? Alright. We've still got more guys going there, though. Okay, what's here? We're gonna, first of all, pull this guy over here. Alright, rebase both of these units. Alright, go to air. See, oh, this is problematic. Alright, so that looks good. And then this other unit, pull over here. Rebase that. Alright, and then we'll do some air superiority over here. Perhaps not that much. We're doing ground attacks here. We want air superiority, not ground attacks. Alright, so that looks better. Are there any other air units that I need to pull up? It looks like not at this time. These tactical bombers, though. Let's see what we can get going on down here. I may end up driving on fucking Odessa here. And in fact, some of these guys are on cooldown, but these guys are not. So, boom. Pull some of these guys off that. There. And then, nah, that's river crossing. I don't really want to deal with that. Move this here. Keep the clock moving, go back to political mode. that looks good. So we're definitely handing out a lot more than we're dishing out. We're dishing out a lot more than we're taking here. So what I want to do here, but we need to look at infrastructure because this whole country is a giant pile of shit. Move that there. Alright, this group can attack that. This group can attack that. And this group. And then that looks like a completely justifiable position to be in. These guys can attack here, and here, and here, and here. Huge piles of units in there. Soviets are really falling back here. Big pile of guys. Push that right through. Actually, there is where I want that to go. And I may end up dropping some guys off in the meantime. You know, I thought I was pushing over here, but I'm not. That's not cool. We have lost the Battle of Sigulda. That's not really surprising, but we won this other battle. These guys are moving in here at this time, so I'll be able to get a two-pronged attack going when these guys recover. So I can deal with that. We've been attacked here. That's okay. That's okay. Trying to shift some armor assets up here and maybe to make this drive. And I've got a couple of them. How far away is Leningrad? So I wonder... It's not yet June. Alright, let's pay a visit to France, because it's nice there. So we have this core. Let's take a look this way, actually. So we have this core. I'm going to take this core and strategically Fuck! That's my touchpad. That's not the core I wanted. Actually, this is perfectly fine. We're going to strategically relocate this guy to Stettin. And actually, we've won the Battle of Minsk. We need to look at that. We're going to detach that there, and then we're going to attach this to an army up here, I guess. That's the 16th Army Corps. Alright, so let's detach that and try and find somewhere else for him to be. 5th Army in Rostenburg? That actually works. Okay, let's go to Minsk. That's right here. That's huge right there. It looks to me like we're still fighting it, though. Yeah, see if we let an hour go by, we're not. Okay, so let's look at VPs on that. That's worth 5 points. That's big, actually. That's a significant, not no London or Moscow, but it's a significant victory. I can live with that. Aww. Let's actually... No, that's not what I want. Drop them in Minsk, too. And looking at VPs here that are like right on the border. Well, that was the big one. We do have some some nickel and dime guys up here, and if I had anything resembling fucking armor up here, I could probably take them. But we don't, so we are working with what we have. Alright, let them try that. That's good for them. Okay, so we can actually do something again here. We can do that with these guys. Oh, they're defending. Fuck. Of course they're defending. Alright, so these guys are not doing anything, however, so we can actually try and push them up there. These guys... try and push up there. These guys can push that way. Let's get some air support in on some of those battles. We got Jacobopolis, or whatever the fuck this is called. That looks pretty good. This is the one where we need the support. So we'll put it there. Yeah, that's looking better now. And these guys will eventually arrive somewhere. And what do we got going on here? Yeah, we can make some moves down here. So let's look at the road to Odessa here. I guess that's what we'll be calling this. So these guys are going where? Nowhere. They're sitting there with their dicks in their hands. So let's move them up. And let's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got to throw some armor in there. Let's get some air in there as well. Close air support right here, and province. Are we really out of range, for fuck's sake? We are. Alright, let's move them up. Well, you know, it's not like this is a completely new thing either. So we'll do ground attacks, continuous for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or something like that. That's fine. Alright, what do we got going on here? We got air superiority here, and we're going to rebase them and revisit their... We won that battle. Oh, good luck with that. Alright, so we're going to get go back to air mode. Yep, we've got to look at this. And we'll do radius. More than that, more than that. That looks okay. I want a little more than that, actually. That's better. Alright, so then we have TAC bombers, who are not doing anything right now. Where's this? Well, actually, in general, let's take a look at what we have going on here. And basically, almost everywhere, we're just waiting on people to arrive. So these guys, for example, are arriving on 1 June, which is tomorrow. Central Planning Advance. Believe it or not. And here's a no order guy again. How about that? Let's move him up here. And in fact, we've got some guys sitting around here too, and here. So let's get them in the battle. We have a corridor on the way to Odessa down here. Now it's only 2 points, but hey, you've got a nickel and dime the Soviet Union anyway, the way I see it. Let's keep the battle moving. We've won Jacobopolis, whatever that's called. Fucking Russians. These guys aren't doing anything right now. That's not okay, so we're going to move them up there. These guys are, what are they doing? They're actually moving. These guys, what are they doing? They're mostly attacking, which is fine. These guys are at 70 HQs. They're on the attack. These guys have no order, which is not okay. We'll move that up. Everybody else here is on the move. And these guys are not doing anything, so let us move them there, move them there, move them there, and then we will move that there. And that there. And then let's take a quick look at the holy shitballs. All right, so actually, it looks like that's about the only HQ that has completely shat the bed. This one can move up though. This one can move up. This one is fine. This one can actually move down there. This guy looks fine, but can move up. This guy looks fine, but can move up. This guy could theoretically move up, but I'm not going to move him up yet. This guy can go about here. Is a better place for him. That guy can move up a hair. Okay. So we still don't really have the necessary forces. Everybody up here is defending or on a timer. So alright. It seems like it's taken me like a fucking month just to move these guys up here, man. 1st June, for God's sake. And they're still not there. Alright, so now maybe we can get something accomplished here. Not up here as of yet. But we do have... What's the timer look like on these guys? 23 hours. Let's get some air support in there. Ground attack will go here. That's Madonna. And let's pause here because now we can actually start moving these people. So we're going to go with, pull out the light panzers first. That looks good, and we'll attack there. I've got more troops moving in there. Let's get some... wait a minute. No, I can't use those. They're busy. These guys, however, are sitting around. So let's fix that. Let's do it back here, actually. I like that. And I do have tactical bombers, flanders, priority. Did I just do that? Did I really just do that? Let's get them in here doing ground attacks like they're supposed to be. Alright. And you can see there's giant piles of Soviet units up here. So looking at simplified terrain... Oh, no wonder I can't move these guys. This is the middle of the Pripyat marshes here. Alright, so with that in mind, we've got a push here. These guys are moving. These guys... We'll push them there, push them there. Push these guys here. Push these guys here. Why can I not move there? Infrastructure. Infrastructure here is shit. So, should have seen that coming. Alright, now we've actually got some stuff we can do here now. Can I put... Oh, I can. So if we're just moving there, then I'm just moving in. Fuck that. If there's an actual battle that's going to happen, that's different. But... okay. So I feel like I'm not getting a lot done here in the south. That may or may not actually be true. These guys are retreating. Alright, so what do we got happening here? Alright, so I guess we'll look at a sort of comprehensive south of the Pripyat Marshes, what's going on thing. So if we can take that. Hard to see where the provinces are here. These guys are on cooldown, but we do have medium armor there too. So we'll attack that there. Attack that there. And then these, why can I not go directly there? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, now move that there, move that there. Move the medium armor there, heavy armor there, and infantry there, infantry, infantry. Move these guys up. Move these guys up. Move these up. These guys are on cooldown. What are these guys doing? They're attacking. Everything looks okay there. These guys are about to chase. Where's their HQ? And why is their HQ? What's going on here? This is the 1st Panzer Army. Well, I guess we need to move the 1st Panzer Army up toward the front. I'm gonna strategically redeploy this, actually. Okay, so we went up here. Yeah, that's me not paying attention again. So this all looks good. We got going on here. Stop that. And efficient research. We need to take that medium bomb off. And we've got just about small navigation radar, small air search radar, advanced aircraft design. What does this do? Nothing. It just enables this, which does a lot, actually. Alright, we'll take it. That's fine. And June 4th. Let's see what we got coming off. July. Got a couple more, including some panzers coming up in June. That'll be useful. Alright, so let's once again continue to move our HQs up toward the front. That looks okay. I've got this really far flung, though. What do we got here? Nothing important. This could go right here. Another couple battles. One, including one up here. That was this battle. So we've got these guys moving in here, even though everybody's showing no order. What the fuck? Move that there. These guys are moving to there, though. So let's think about whether we want to keep that up or not. I'd say no. Move that there. And actually, let's take these guys and move them there. And And do I have any light armor anywhere up here? Hold on a second. Any light armor? Not a fucking thing. Crap. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I got like a medium and a heavy, but no light. But there's no particular reason why I can't keep advancing these guys. So I'm going to do that. What do we got coming? Okay, so think about what's coming to back these guys up. Because I'm inclined to take this whole group, move it there. But if that's the case, then I need to back that up a little bit. And we're already attacking there. These guys are on. Everything looks okay here. What's this guy doing? Taking the scenic route to wherever it is he's going. Alright, and now we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hold that in reserve for now. Alright, I'm liking that. Alright, and then we've got this big division here. I'm going to take this light panzer division and send it up here, though, because they could use it up north. So, alright, so we're running over time once again. I apologize for that, but I imagine that you may have come to accept that as a reality of the world of Hearts of Iron 3 on my channel at this point. So let's take a very quick look and see, have the Finns done anything notable? No, they haven't. The Romanians are not doing well again. The Japanese are pushing pretty good up here. They're going to have a fairly limited ability to do that in that shitty terrain, but that's okay. Hungarians seem to be doing okay. The Soviets have really pushed into Romania, and I'm kind of feeling like I need to come bail them out. But the fact is, I'm not doing that great up here. Although I've got another encirclement in the works here, and a pretty major push down here as well. So we'll see what happens with that. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.